But we're so
Tonight, we've got a pretty special night in store, a pretty special class in store, because we're going to do something different. We're going to do a lot of meditation, and I hope that that doesn't dissuade you, because these meditations are going to be pretty special. And some of the places that we're going to go tonight are going to be places that maybe we've never been before. We're going to explore and investigate some of the higher realms of consciousness. We're going to get out of our bodies into our higher minds, into that spiritual self, away from our intellectual self. So the first meditation, which is going to start right now, is going to probably last for about 20 or more minutes. So please find yourself in a really comfortable place with your feet flat on the floor, but I want your body to be comfortable, not slouching, but comfortable. I don't want you to be so uncomfortable partway through the meditation that it dissuades you from being present. So get in a comfortable place, and we're gonna close our eyes, and then we're gonna start breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. And it'll be in through our nose. Hold it for 3 to 4 seconds. Then let it go. But when we let it go, just let your body relax. Just let your body fall into relaxation. So the breath just flows out. And then make sure that your exhalation is at least twice as long as your inhalation. As you go deeper and deeper and deeper, into the sea of grace. Please make sure that you're muted wherever you are. Please make sure that you mute your microphone. Each time you inhale, you're inhaling pure light. Each time you exhale, you're exhaling your own light. The light that you're inhaling, the atoms of oxygen going through your lungs into your blood vessels, going through every single cell of your body, bringing light, bringing joy, bringing aliveness. And as your body is awakening to that deeper mystery, awakening to the pure grace of the universe, as your body is awakening to that, your mind is falling asleep. Your mind is falling asleep. Your body is now filled with light, filled with the blessed presence of the living, all powerful, creative mind. As you breathe in and out, you are becoming one with God. Will you now please put your attention on your lowest chakra? It's the one at the tail of your spine, adjacent to your pubic bone. That first chakra, please put your attention there and feel it opening, relaxing, and all of the body below that to the tips of your toes, and all of the body around that are being relaxed and blessed and healed. Keep that chakra alive. And now we'll move up to the next chakra, the next energy center, the next center of wisdom that is between your navel and that lower chakra. Let that energy center be open, and all of the glands and tissues that are connected with it be enlightened by relaxation and blessing and healing. And so it is. And allow the energy to stay alive in those lower two chakras, and your whole body surrounded by the energy of grace as it comes up as though it were warm water around you and inside of you, to the next chakra, to the next energy center, which is just below your rib cage, between the last chakra and your heart. This very important chakra is so powerful. Let that power be one of healing and relaxation and blessing of all of the organs in and around that area of your body. Let it be so within you right now. And that beautiful energy, that warm energy around you and inside of you, that grace, that presence of the healer, of the great creator, of the great mind, that presence is rising up now to your heart level. And that chakra, that beautiful chakra of passion and love is open and relaxed and accepting and surrendered. And all of the tissues, the heart, the lungs, the liver, the spleen, the kidneys, all of the organs and tissues surrounding that in your chest cavity are being relaxed and blessed and healed. And so it is. And as that wonderful blessing of energy, of grace within you and around you, the presence of the creative mind, as it rises up from your heart, up to your shoulders, spills over your shoulders and down your arms, inside of your arms, all the way to your fingertips. You can feel the vibration in your hands, in the palms of your hands. You can feel that grace vibrating there. And everywhere it touches is being relaxed and blessed and healed. And it rises up now, up to your throat, in the area of your Adam's apple. The fifth chakra, the chakra of communication, where the splendid chakra of the heart, that magnificent energy center, can express itself through this chakra, the fifth chakra. Let it be now relaxed and blessed, and let the spine and all of the tissue around that area clear up into your face, clear up to your eyes. Let it all be relaxed and blessed and healed. And let it be. And as we move up, as that warm energy moves up from your throat chakra, slowly touching every part of your head, inside and out, your jaws, your teeth, your tongue, your throat, the palate, every part is being relaxed and blessed and healed. And and all of the tiny muscles around your eyes and the optic nerves and all of the nerves that go all the way back into your brain. And those parts of your brain are all relaxed and blessed and made new, refreshed and healed. And you are now in the center of your forehead. Again, you can feel the energy all the way to the back of your head. Through your brain, which is all being relaxed and infused with light and beautiful energy and healed. Let it be so. And that warm, beautiful grace continues to rise up through the top part of our head, blessing, relaxing, and healing our brain and our scalp, up to the crown of our head, the crown chakra, the sacred seventh chakra. That place that was, when you were an infant, open as a soft spot, and umbilical back to the Creator. But it closed, the bones closed, and yet you can still open that. Open it now and let the light that's coming up through your body flow up through that and out the top of your head. So that everything from the tip of your head to the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes, every part of you, every cell is relaxed and being blessed and made whole, healed. At this moment, it is so. And can you just rise above the top of your head in that grace, in that light, to an eighth chakra that's outside of your body, that we call the higher mind? Just to let your awareness be above the top of your head. It's very easy to do. Now I'm going to ask you to use the muscles of your lower abdomen and of your abdomen and of your upper abdomen, and in succession to clamp those down as tight as you can, and in so doing to force the energy up through your spinal cord and out the top of your head. Really just do that as you breathe. And let the breath and the clamping of those muscles push that beautiful energy up through your body and out through the top of your head into your higher mind, so that all of your chakras are cleansed and your body is cleansed. And any impurities of thought or cellular damage are now erased as they flow out the top of your head into the light. Clamp down with your lower abdomen, your middle abdomen, your upper abdomen, and breathe that light up through your chakras and out the top of your head into your higher mind. And let your body be cleansed and free. Let it be so. You're sweeping all of the doubts. You're sweeping all of the insecurities and all of the dis-eases up out of your body. And allowing your body to be refreshed and renewed and healed. And to now just rest in your higher mind. Rest in your higher mind. And imagine, if you will, that you have ears in your higher mind. And that the music is coming into those ears and then down into your body. That you're not hearing the music in your head, in your higher mind. Listen in your higher mind. And be at peace. And now slowly, keeping this peace and keeping this beauty, keeping this that you have accomplished, not allowing anything to slip back into you, keeping this purity, very slowly, at your own pace, come back to the room. And when you are back, open your eyes. there is a truth about what we do in spiritual growth. And the truth is that we have experiences that are a bit otherworldly, experiences that are a bit unnatural. And if we share those experiences, then they anchor themselves within us. But if we don't share them, they go away because they need to go from our imaginative mind into our subconscious mind and through our intellect in order for us to anchor them within ourselves. So whatever you experienced during that meditation, here's an opportunity for you to share that.
What I found when we were already doing the energy centers around the sixth center, so I found like extreme heat through my body. And I had the same experience yesterday when I was doing a neurodynamic breath workshop where it just like very intense heat wave came through my body. And as best I know, it was related to trying to surrender. And that's how it sort of presented itself. So that was kind of I don't know what to make of it.
What does surrender mean to you, Uta?
Let go, let spirit be in control. Getting my ego and thoughts out of the way, but I think there's.
How difficult is that?
Well, I think there's an element of that fear that was bred into me or conditioned into me at such an early age that, well, on the one hand, I am so dedicated to surrendering and being in my higher mind. There's an aspect of fear that I think still comes into play as best I know. That's kind of how I think it's a burning off of that takes place sometimes when I'm intentionally trying to just be with the flow, but I'm not sure.
And you've heard me say this before, but there's some things in the Bible, the old Bible and the newer Bible, that I really love, and there's some things that I don't really love. But one of the things I love is the part of Genesis where it says, in the beginning all was darkness and void. And then God said, let there be light. And there was light. And the light shined in the darkness grasped it not. In other words, the light lasted. So you could put a tiny candle out in the middle of the universe in the darkest of dark. As long as it had enough oxygen to burn that candle, the darkness couldn't put that candle out. So you are a candle. And the darkness, and this is for all of you to hear, the beginning, in the beginning, all was darkness and void. The beginning is right now. Wherever you are, the beginning is right now. At the end of your nose, beyond, there's nothing but darkness. And God said, let there be light. And the God in you says, let there be light. And you step forward. And the light moves into the darkness, and the darkness grasps it not. And we must have faith. Without faith, we are constantly sticking our toe in the water and wondering if we're going to be okay. Step out. Step out with courage and faith. We've come this far. Amazing grace. We've come this far. We've come this far, and we're okay. We can go on from here without doubt or fear. Let's step out into that darkness. Thank you, Uta. Someone else.
Looks like it's me.
Looks like it's you, Maggie.
Okay, so I just got, and I still feel it, really pressure. A lot of pressure right here. Especially when I do the raising of the energy through the chakras. I get a lot of pressure here, and I like Uta, my temperature changes and I can feel my whole body vibration, like my hands and my feet, everything feels like it's vibrating, like I've had too much coffee. Then I just see like purple and black. That's about it though.
Maggie, is it scary?
No. Doesn't feel really scary. I'm more scared when I'm not meditating than when I am.
So when you have that wonderful vibration and buzzing and heat, what does your mind do with that? What does your mind say is going on?
Yes, you're right. It is scary because I don't drink coffee because I don't like that feeling of, it's kind of like a feeling of being out of control of my nervous system. You know, when I drink too much, when I was drinking coffee, I could feel this in my body, like this vibration in my body, because I feel like I have a very sensitive nervous system. So that kind of reminds me of too much coffee, that feeling where my whole body feels like it's vibrating. So maybe there is a bit of fear there.
What if, and this is for all of us to hear, what if I talked about the soft spot at the top of our head, and that was the umbilical to Holy Spirit until the head closed up? What if in fact, what you're experiencing is the reconnection of that umbilical? And I'm just asking the questions, everybody, just consider this. What if it's possible that we are all still on umbilicals to Holy Spirit, to the great creator, to the great mind, to the great presence, to the one consciousness in all universes, in all time and space? What if we're still connected to that through the top of our head? And what if when we go to that place, we feel that buzzing and that electricity because we're once again alive in that, rather than being alive as individual beings bopping around planet Earth? What if?
That would be nice.
If we considered that to be true and practiced that, if it wasn't true, of course, we'd soon learn that it's nonsense. But if it was true, we'd say, oh my gosh, I can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that you are a sensitive person. I know that you're really very sensitive and empathic, and I know that. And so throughout your life, you've been sort of guiding and guarding your own sensitivity. But what if that sensitivity is really to be surrendered into Holy Spirit?
It'd be wonderful.
Just a thought. Thank you, Maggie. Next. Yes, Laurie. Go ahead.
Oh, there, okay. I was the same as Maggie. I get the pressure behind the eyes and here and the top of my head. So yeah, I listened to what you said to Maggie, and that was good. And then something came to me that I thought that I should start thinking open as far as the top of the head goes, like that store where you see you're open.
Open sesame.
Yeah, yeah, that I should start doing that instead of trying to almost control it. It's almost like it wants to go up, but something's stopping it. So you said use your imagination. So I'm thinking, well, if I just go open, open, maybe it'll open. I'll get rid of that pressure in the eyes and the forehead and the top of the head sort of thing, and it'll shoot me into space or somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know if you've actually been able to be present in your higher mind yet.
No.
Okay, then, and for those of you who haven't yet been able to be present in your higher mind, let me tell you that I wouldn't be teaching that if it weren't the way, the Tao. I discovered that I've been meditating for many years, doing all sorts of meditations, Kriya Yoga meditation, transcendental meditation, Vipassana meditation. And I was sitting on the edge of my bed meditating one day, 30 years ago, maybe a little more than that. And I had just finished my meditation, and suddenly I found myself above the top of my head. And it was such a freeing, exciting, otherworldly. It was like the genie coming out of the bottle. I expanded and I was one with the universe, and I heard music in my soul. It was the most incredible feeling. So then I tried to get back there the next time I meditated. I wasn't quite able to do it. And after a few times I could get in, sometimes not. I learned that if I try to get into my higher mind, carrying my emotional baggage, I can't get there. I can't get there. It's as difficult for a rich man to get through get into heaven as it is for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. It's as difficult for us to get into our higher mind as is with all of our garbage, as it is for a camel to get through the eye of a needle. The eye of the needle was a gate in the holy city, and when the camels would come in on caravan, they'd have to unload them before they could come through the gate. That's what that means. So when I tried to get up there, when I was angry at somebody or feeling fearful or depressed or anxious, I couldn't get there. I had to be completely calm and relaxed, and then I was welcomed into that kingdom. So now I do that a lot, but I can tell you that I want you to know that it's not difficult. If you think it's difficult, then you'll make it a barrier. I have had audiences of like 300 or 400 and just said, this is what I do, and try this and see how this works for you. I would say, I want you to all think of the worst experience of your life and how you felt about it, and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, thanks. Now you can just set that aside. Don't think about it anymore. We're going to meditate. Then we meditate, then ask them to all go in their higher minds. And then afterwards, and these are people who had never done this before. Afterward, I'd say, I'd like to know, when they were in their higher minds, I'd said, I'd like for you to bring that same experience up that you rated before and rate it now in your higher mind. And then after they came out of the meditation, I asked for sharing as to where they rated that. And everyone that shared said the same thing, verbatim. It just didn't matter. It just didn't matter. Because in fact, it just doesn't matter. Who hurt you, who stole from you, who betrayed you, the mistakes you made, the sins you commit, it just doesn't matter. And when you're in your higher mind, you're in the lap of God, and you know it just doesn't matter. So please don't give up on that. Please continue to just see yourself above the top of your head. Just think from that space up there. You'll be able to do it. Some of you already have. I've been told by some of you that you're already doing that. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Bob.
Next. Okay, well, we're going to move on. And guess what we're going to do next?
Bob, there is one person waiting. Just give me a second to bring them up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Well, what I felt this evening, like I've been practicing that breath, but like the book says, you have to do it so many times to get good at it. But I actually started to feel a bit of light when you talked about getting up. And that for me was really encouraging.
Good
So
for you.
that for me is sort of a breakthrough. So I was quite excited about that.
Good for you, Joanne. Good for you. Yes, I'm glad to hear that. See, that's progress.
Yeah.
Progress. And after a while, it becomes just the natural thing to do, just as natural as breathing. You can be in a supermarket and you just find yourself being a little bit disturbed, and maybe you're waiting in line or you can't find what you're looking for. And you just find yourself being a little bit disturbed, and you take a deep breath and pop, you're out of it. And everything is beautiful again.
Okay. I just have to keep trying, practicing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joanne. Anyone else?
Yeah. There is somebody, just a moment, Bob.
Okay.
Okay, so spotlight, and we're going to bring on Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi. It reminded me of when I got married and walking down the aisle, and then when I said my vows to my husband, and people who've been married probably know this. There's that magical moment when you're married, and everything turns to light, and it's just. And when I was married, I had the same experience. It's just I wasn't in the body. I was outside of it, and everything was so gorgeous and beautiful. And walking up my body, all the light was there, and it did purge. And it was just at the crescendo, there I was in that light, just like when you're married. But this time, I was married to the light, to the universal oneness and intelligence that I am one with.
Brenda, I can't tell you how proud I am of you for stepping forward to share that, because as we know, there are people who are struggling, and it could be that they think, well, Bob says that because Bob can do that, but we can't do that. And you've just proven that we can do that. Yes, we can do that. And it's the most glorious feeling. And I want to tell you something. I've never been much of a jazz buff. I love music of all kinds, but I've never really cared too much for jazz. But if I'm in my higher mind and I hear jazz and I pretend that it's coming in through my higher mind and down into my body, pardon my saying so, but it's an orgasm. It is, my whole body just goes electric, and I'm grinning from ear to ear. And what I'm here, I'm one with the composer, and I'm one with the musician, and I'm in the music, and it's just the most delicious feeling you can possibly imagine. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. This is what he was talking about. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
Randy, do we have someone else?
Yeah, Bob, we have one last question, and that I guess it will close it off for the evening, or I won't say the evening, but for this particular segment. And
Okay.
That is Dee. Dee, I'll unmute you, and here you are.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Dee. So good to see you again.
You as well, always. It was a very interesting experience for me. I literally thought, because I just ran in from the house, from work, and that whole energy's happening, and I sat down and I, had some dinner, and then I'm like, 25 minutes, okay. And then it was just 25 minutes was like that. And I didn't fall asleep, but I took me a minute to get comfortable, and my back was really aching. I've been on my feet all day, and now I just feel fantastic. And I can't believe 25 minutes went by. That's
so beautiful.
Good job.
Thank you for sharing that, Dee.
My back feels amazing. So yeah.
Welcome home.
Thanks.
Okay, my dears, we're going to move on, and you're probably going to be really surprised when I tell you what we're going to do next. We're going to do a meditation. So tonight's a night of meditation. So I'm going to do what I told you before with the people that I first taught to go into their higher minds. I want you to bring to your mind your greatest fear or your greatest or your greatest regret from your life. Greatest fear and or greatest regret. Nobody has to know what it is. And then what I'd like for you to do is rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 of how significant it was and is in your life. Now I would like for you, if you will, to get comfortable again and close your eyes. Have your feet flat on the floor if you can. If that's not comfortable for you, do what you need to do to be comfortable. But I don't want you to be focused on your body and focused on problems with your body. I want you to just be flowing. So just be at peace. Go into that silence. You know what to do, and I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes, and then I'm going to have you do something a little different. So I'm going to be quiet. You're breathing in through your nose, holding it, then letting your body relax as the breath flows out through your mouth, knowing that breath is prana, breath is energy. Your breath is the breath of God. As you breathe in and breathe out, allow that prana to flow, cleanse, bless, and heal you. I'll be quiet and just let you do that for a few minutes, and then I'm going to take you somewhere. And now will you center your consciousness in your heart, in the chakra of love and passion. The energy of your heart is 500 times stronger than the energy of your brain. This is a powerhouse of energy. And all energy travels in frequencies, and frequencies carry information. It can be a cleansing information from your heart. Your heart sends more information to your brain than your brain does to your heart. So be in that chakra, be in your heart, be in that energy center, if you will. Allow all of your consciousness to be there. And simultaneously, allow all of your energy and consciousness to be in your brain. so that the two are balanced. So that the two come into cohesion. And all the doubts and the worries of your life are melted away. Because the wisdom of these two blessed centers is pure Holy Spirit. Can you hold the brain and the heart together as one? One two-part energy field, one two-part intelligence. And then can you boost that two-part intelligence, heart and brain, up into your higher mind? Boost it up above the top of your head. The eighth chakra is real. It's not imaginary. The Buddhists tell me there are 12 chakras above that. Boost that sacred unity of mind and heart into your higher mind and keep it there. And breathe. Breathe into your higher mind. And out through your heart. Into your higher mind, out through your heart. In through your higher mind, out through your heart. Blessed breaths. Do you remember I asked you to bring to mind your greatest fears and your greatest regrets? And to rate those on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd like for you to now bring those into your higher mind. And to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 as to how intense they are. And as to how meaningful they are in your life. Please do that now. And my dears, the next phase of this, without speaking, without talking, I'm going to ask Randy to put you in breakout rooms. When you go into a breakout room, I want you to share what happened, your fears and regrets, And can you make those changes permanent? So please open your eyes now, if you will. Stay in this blessed place. When you go into the breakout rooms, no other conversation other than in your higher mind, with your brain and your heart in cohesion. What happened to your fears and your regrets? And can you make those changes permanent?